Welcome back to the KnE Podcast. This is episode 4, guys. One of our hosts, Kman, is on holidays right now, but that is okay because we got the magnificent Goatman here to fill his spots, the guest hosts, and we're gonna talk about some stuff tonight. We're gonna hit on Starfield. We're gonna hit on Apex. We're gonna talk about D&D. There's a few things we're gonna talk about tonight, and we're just gonna give our opinions on what we think about them, right? And yeah, so Goatman, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited.
Yeah.
All kinds of exciting things are happening.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We were talking today and all that stuff, and you said you got some special things coming up here. That sounds exciting as well.
And like Apex's this collection event has brought back this old map, and I've been
Right.
like, this is the most fun that I've had on Apex.
Right. Sorting Factory is back on World's Edge. I am not a OG player. I started playing Apex in season 7, season 8, so I missed Sorting Factory. I got to experience it once a long time ago when they brought back World's Edge for the first time after like a hiatus of a couple of seasons, and they had Sorting Factory there, and then they blew it up when they brought it back again. So I only got to experience Sorting Factory for like literally 2.5 months, and that's it. And it's a fun POI. It is a very fun POI. Now, my question to you is, you are a Revenant main. What do you think of the rework on Revenant?
This whole Revenant, like, hey, let's so I was keyword was a Revenant main.
Fair enough.
I absolutely loved him. I loved his kit. I thought that his team compatibility was had more potential than most other legends in the game.
Okay.
I don't know if you also have heard of like Jay Bish. He's
I've played
main.
I've played with him I've played with him a couple of times. He's a pretty good fucking player. Not gonna lie.
He's a hoot, right?
Yeah.
And me and him, we've talked about this as well, where he agrees where one of the most fun things to do with Revenant was do the most weird totem pushes.
Yeah.
With whether it be octanes, the classic Revtane pushes, or he would do like mirage pushes with these totems. There was so much potential for awesome team play with totems.
Yeah.
That is no longer a thing because that's just not part of who Revenant is anymore. Yeah. Instead, he gets a bubble around his head that supposedly it gives you 75 health.
Well, before they fixed it, they had a problem with certain things would only hit that shield, certain things would bleed through and hit the other shield, and certain things would just hit your health. Like most things, like the gas hit your health, it didn't hit your shields, like from Caustic, right? But what they've done now is apparently they went in and they readjusted all those things as well, and now it's all different after the new update that happened today. There apparently is more bleed-in, more of all that kind of stuff happening right now with Revenant instead of... Yeah, it's actually... There's more stuff that's supposed to bleed through, and when now you crack Revenant's ultimate health bar, is his third health bar, if you will, it bleeds through to his actual shields, where before it used to crack it and it never bled through. So now it bleeds through. So now it's not supposed to be as OP. But the one thing I noticed today,
I didn't think it was OP.
I didn't think he was OP either.
Like, this is the thing. Even when they first released him, when supposedly it was overpowered, it wasn't. I would go in to go fight people with it, and I'm like, oh, sweet. I've got purple armor. I got full purple armor, full health, and an extra 75 health. I can go in there and definitely
fuck some shit up, right?
Yeah, I got this. We got this. And immediately just like I come around the corner and I'm dead before I even know what happens.
You know what it is, man. And people are gonna call you a bot because if you couldn't do it, then that's what everyone's response is gonna be. It's not gonna be that Revenant is overpowered and you should be able to do it. It's not going to have anything to do with that. It's going to have everything to do with your style of play, and that's why it didn't work. And that's the worst part about most of it, is everyone just wants to blame the player, not the game, if you will.
I feel like he has octane. I was saying it earlier today.
You were.
I feel like he has octane energy now.
He does have octane energy.
I just need to just go as fast as I possibly can all the time and leave. It doesn't matter where my team is. Like I don't care where my team's at.
Fair enough. Fair enough. One thing I did notice today,
huge thing I miss about him is his silence.
Yes, I was about to bring that up. Kman, I understand what you're saying right now on TikTok. There, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's not picking him up. It's so weird why it's not picking you up on TikTok. I might just have to shut down the live. I'm only doing it on TikTok right now. I decided only to go live on TikTok, but I might shut it down because if you can't hear my co-host, then what's the point of being live on here right now as it stands, right? You're only hearing one thing. So thanks for bringing that up. I'm actually going to shut it down. We're just going to record tonight, and then we're going to post it on Friday. But KK, man, I appreciate you, bud, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right. One thing I did notice too is when you bring up the silence, that's exactly what I was about to say. The people who have those banner, like the trackers that say number of people silenced, it's like it doesn't exist anymore. It's not a thing anymore. There's no. So now the person who had the most in the world, number of people silenced, they're gonna hold that record for forever because unless they bring back the old Revenant.
And I don't think they will.
No, I'm not a Revenant main. I enjoy his kit now, but I also really enjoyed his kit before because I'm not a Revenant main. So since I just enjoy playing the character as a whole, I do have to learn how to play him again because he's different. He's completely it's left and right now. There's no, it's apples oranges.
He is a completely different legend.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy his other kit too. Silencing an entire team so they can use their freaking abilities.
Well, dude, so this is the thing about Apex is Apex has like one of the things that sets Apex apart from other FPS battle royale games are the tactical abilities.
Yeah.
Within the game.
Yes, 100%.
And because of that, like there are so many people that are heavily reliant upon their abilities. So that was something that was completely unique to Revenant.
Yeah.
That he could level that playing field so that if you're playing against the best Wraith in the world, like, yeah, they're still probably going to beat you. But if you silence them, they have that little less of a chance of being able to do whatever it is because they have to not panic because oh no, I'm silenced.
Yeah.
As well as I have to change my play style because my kit is not available to me.
They have to rely on gun skill. They have to rely on gun skill and true movement instead of being able to phase out. I get exactly what you're saying.
New Revenant is worse than old Revenant was. He'll get picked way more now because he's fun.
He's more charismatic and fun to play.
He's fun to jump around. Like his little jump thing, it's fun. It is fun. It's useless.
Oh yeah.
Completely useless, really. But it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun aspect to have, but at the end of the day, to be honest, this is the team game and team comp matters. And at the end of the day, the old Revenant was more of a team player than the new Revenant. Like we've already had this conversation. Old Revenant had the ability, your entire team can push in shadow form and actually do some damage. You when you silence the other side, it literally gave you all your abilities and them none of their abilities, but it helped your whole team. Now it's like he launches by himself, so now he's just another full send octane, if you will.
Yeah.
And your teammates can't keep up unless you are also a movement character. And on top of that, when he goes into his ult, it doesn't benefit anybody else. At least Ballistic, when he came in, his ult benefited people. At least Octane's ult still benefits you because it can help the entire team. So if you're going to pick between alternate... What?
because everybody can use it.
That's 100%. What I mean. So Octane is more of a comp decision than Revenant is now. Revenant was a more of a comp decision before because it had a more overall pick rate potentially for using as a team. But like now, like I said, I'm not a Revenant main. I do enjoy playing the character when I do play him, but I don't see me picking him any more than I did before. And if I had to choose, I'd probably would like the older one back because I could see that being more of a team player than the new one. Like you said, we've had this conversation.
Yeah. Revenant, dude. I hate the new Revenant.
Yeah.
But I that being said, like I was said, that sparked this. This is the most fun I've had on Apex in a while because this map is back.
Yes. So I've been having fun. We've been dropping Sorting Factory a lot, and half the time we're getting shit on, and the other half the time we're shitting on everybody else. I remember I had to leave during a match today at one point. I was gone for like 8 minutes. No joke. I was gone for a long time. And I had gone down and I'd been killed out. So I was gone. Like I knew, okay, I'm not playing right now. If they get my banner, they know I'm not there. They might not res me back or something like that. Nah, these guys went and resed me back. And I come back to the game to me literally standing beside a freaking res tower, like a respawn tower,
right next
just
to the
there.
tower.
And all I hear is them going, "Don't worry, Mad's got this." One of them's down, the other one's healing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's a full-on war zone. Somehow I haven't been killed out again. Don't know how, but it didn't happen. I don't know why no one chased down a friggin', a res ship. Like why wouldn't you? And I'm just standing there. I'm like, the hell. But like you said before, I started playing a new character. I started playing Bangalore, and I've been having a blast playing Bangalore. Not gonna lie, I've been having a lot of fun. And the aspect that misses from my game is my movement ability. And I find that playing Bangalore, when I get into the hairy nitty gritty, like when they're shooting at me and all that stuff, that little speed boost is truly beneficial. To be able to move and all that stuff. Oh yeah, like I found myself getting in and out of situations real fast because of it. It's actually kind of nice. And the smoke.
Part of why she's like, that combined, like you were saying, with that smoke, I think that's why she's such a big part of the meta.
Well, yeah, and her smoke has what's it called? Everyone complains about it. Aim assist depletion, if you will. It takes it away. But I'm sorry, but anytime I run her, if I'm running anything that can have a digi on it, I make sure, like I let you guys know, I need a digi. You give me a digi right away. I need it because I'm bang, and I need to fucking have to be able to see through that smoke. Be that like, and I've been having fun with her. And to be honest, I have shards. I am a fuse main, and y'all are telling me to get the fuse heirloom, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a good chance I might be getting Bang's heirloom if I keep enjoying playing Bangalore the way I am right now. Plus, this new event with her skin is the best skin in this new event, in my opinion. I know what you're about to say. But Bangalore, I feel, has the best skin in this new event.
I like it a lot.
You do, but you already told me earlier today what you think. Which
one's my favorite.
Yeah, I know which one's your favorite. You go ahead and say it. I don't care.
I'm an X-Men fan.
I know you're an X-Men fan.
I'm a diehard X-Men fan, and that's the reason why. It's
yeah, I get it. The Gibby skin. I can't. I don't know. I can't. I can't get. I understand
Apocalypse is so fucking cool, Mads. Mads, I could geek out about Apocalypse.
No, you can. I know.
For like hours.
I know. I know.
And King. And anyway.
Okay.
Gibraltar.
Maybe I'll come around to it. Maybe I'll keep looking at it, and it'll seem more and more intriguing.
I'll send you a lore video on Kang the Conqueror, because you're a Marvel fan, right?
Oh yeah. Well, at the end of the day, really, who isn't, right? Not diehard fan, but who isn't a Marvel fan nowadays?
So you know how this new phase, the bad guy's going to be Kang, right? Like in the
right. Yes. I haven't seen those.
Video. I'll send you a lore video on Kang so that you can get hyped before you start this. And it'll change your opinion on Apocalypse. Okay.
I'll take the bait and I'll have a look see. Okay, I'll take the bait and I'll have a look see. Anyways, Apex. we talked about this before. Even though with the new map coming back in and us having as much fun as we've been having playing Apex right now, Apex is in a sad state. And I hate to say that because I really do enjoy playing this game. I really do enjoy Apex a lot. And with a lot of the new BRs that are coming out, they have to step up their game and do some work to their engine, which we all have heard about the fact that they've hired that group in, they're doing all that stuff. And if it's actually going to be happening, I will put up with all the little problems that we're seeing right now in Apex and that have continued in Apex if they actually rebuild the engine and give us a better game. And that would be okay with me. I would be okay with dealing with all the little issues that we have right now if that's the end result. And apparently I was talking to Spackle and Robo. They say that end of year is when we're supposed to be, season 19 is when we're supposed to get the new engine.
Okay.
Supposed to. That getting into all. When I see it. I say the same thing. I say the same thing. I'll believe it when I see it. But I heard this interesting theory today. It was an old video posted like a year ago. But the reason why they have not fixed the audio in Apex is because the players that are really good at the game and the players that are really bad at the game would then be a little bit on even turf. The reason why some of these players can just absolutely wreck lobbies and you love watching them wreck lobbies is because they drop down on you. And for some reason, I've said it, we've all said it, there was no audio on that guy. What the hell just happened there? But the person who killed you was like a 20 kill, 4K, friggin' 75,000 kill Bangalore or something like that. But they had no audio, right? So what his theory is the reason why they don't fix the audio is so they still have players that are really cracked at the game that have the ability to manipulate this one situation to really shit on some of the worst players so they can keep that one aspect alive about these people just being absolutely cracked at the game, monsters, and make everyone else think that maybe, just maybe, they can also be that way too. You know what I mean? With no audio cues, maybe I can get the jump on someone and get myself a 20 bomb, a 3K, a 4K. Maybe that's a possibility. You know, I'm just saying it's a theory that I heard from someone. I'm not saying it's 100% correct, but it does make a little bit of sense because at the end of the day, any big game like this is going to have major bugs. Audio usually being major bugs, but we've played Fortnite. And Fortnite has good audio.
Well, and as well, Fortnite has
what's it called? Visual audio, or whatever the hell it is.
For the hearing impaired.
Audio,
visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Like it changes the whole game.
It does. Like, and so what the guy said is if
able to hear things and actually it's.
That's so basically what the guy's whole premise is if those people who are bad at the game, or not necessarily bad at the game, but are all right at the game, then have their audio cues returned, if you will, and hear that team pulling up on them, maybe there wouldn't be as much issues with it, because right now we love seeing, there wouldn't be as big of a skill gap. And right now, as we've seen, right, Apex is all about in pubs, push everything. Push. People would be more hesitant to push if they knew 100% of the time that their footsteps would be heard by the team that you were third partying. That's what his theory is anyways, right? That there wouldn't be as much push. There wouldn't be as much just full send situations if everyone could hear everything equally. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I'm trying to compare it to like Fortnite, right, where they do have good audio.
Yeah.
And they're definitely, but that's also because the map is so much bigger. The Fortnite map is huge.
Yeah, it's
so big.
It's huge.
So I don't know.
It's just a theory. It's just a theory I heard. I don't know if it's know if it's accurate, if it's actually legitimate, but it does put some thoughts in my head that, you know what, hey, you never know. You never know. And okay. What's your opinion on this NRG thing?
Dude, I'm actually really happy about it, if I'm being completely honest.
You are? You're happy that they backed out?
I'm glad that they left
Okay.
because so from what I understand is the people who got last place, they got absolutely nothing for being
Well,
there.
no, yeah, no, they had to pay out of the pocket to be there, but that's
like nothing to be there.
yeah.
And I think that's actually kind of fucked.
No,
Because
if you're a pro
we're
team,
talking about the top 20 player or top 20 teams in the world's like
isn't
in the
it
world
40 though?
championship.
Isn't it 40 that go? It's the first day is the 2020 eliminations, then the next day is 2020 eliminations, and the next day is like the top 20, bottom 20, and then the Sunday is like just the top 20 after that because it's like 2020, then it's like that.
Right,
so it's like the
but
brackets.
I'm talking about those top 20 people. Like
yeah.
I'm talking about that
You're talking about Sunday championship day.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bottom people, they didn't get anything. They had to pay for their flights to go back home.
That's crazy.
They didn't get any, they didn't get their hotels covered. They didn't get anything.
That should be
being there.
You are professional sports. Some people might be like, oh, let's be honest, their org should have covered it. No, EA should be covering this stuff. Do you know how much money EA is making from this?
Bringing you out for the world championships of the most like competitive battle royale out right now.
Yeah.
And we can't even pay for your fucking hotel or your fucking flight.
Right.
What?
Right.
So any NRG stepping away is like I fully get it and I'm fully supportive of it.
Yeah.
Because I agree with that.
I'm on your side with that.
At the very least, they should cover those things.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. At the very least, they should cover those things. I think the bigger issue why they stepped away wasn't necessarily because of the tournament and the coverings like that. Was the EA's inability to profit share with the orgs. As in, like, we saw those events that happen where, like, you could buy yourself a TSM or an NRG or a Cloud9, like, banner and stuff. Those orgs saw no money from that. So every time, so any money you spent in the game buying all that stuff, the org saw nothing from it. And I understand 100% them being like, no, we would like something from that.
Much money off of those things, and they can't pay for their fucking flights.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Dude, that's why I'm like, them stepping away, I fully understand and agree with.
I agree with
that. Because that's what, like, that's something that's in their position they can do to make changes.
Yeah. Now, what sucks is I enjoyed watching NRG play. And we're going to see Sweet again.
We'll still see
Sweet will sign somewhere else, or like we said today, he'll make his own damn team. We're gonna see Sweet again. Now the one thing I want to talk about though is the dojo. That was the team that was Timmy, Designful, and Enemy. Essentially, that was their first ever time playing competitively, and they came in third. I don't like TSM. I'm not a huge fan of Imperial Hal. Valhurst I do like Valhurst, but I'm not a big fan of Imperial Hal. And I like Reps. For some reason, I don't like Imperial Hal. I get how he can be the way he is.
I don't know them that much.
Well, if you've ever seen some of the clips and all that stuff, he is incredibly cocky, but he's earned the ability to be incredibly cocky. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
So I've literally only seen his gameplay. I've never seen like actual videos of him as a person.
No, that's what I'm saying. You see it through his gameplay and through him talking and all that stuff. Like the guy is fucking good. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's like top dog, right? There's a reason why he's called the CEO of Apex, right? But like he's a dick. He's a dick. He is. But he's earned it. He's earned it. You know what I mean? Like he gets it. So I don't like TSM, but I do, if that makes any sense. But the dojo, first time ever playing together. You give them enough time to put in some hours, I guarantee you they're going to take this fucking world by storm. They're going to take it by storm. Now, mind you, what TSM did to win absolutely crazy. 3 wins back to back to back to win it all. You got to give him credit where credit's due.
Crazy.
You got to give him credit where credit's due.
All those games were nuts.
Nuts. You got to give him that credit.
We were out in Ohio watching them.
Yeah, no, I conveniently got that weekend off except for the Sunday. I didn't get to see the actual thing go down, but I got to watch most of the other stuff. And yeah, man.
Me and Billy, we watched that live. It was cool.
Yeah. Now, okay, who's your favorite caster when it comes to it? I know who mine is. My favorite caster when it comes to Apex now. And he last year he was doing it. The year before that he was doing it, but the year before that, so the first year he did it. Caster, like the guy sitting at the desk calling the shots and all stuff. Yeah. Nice wig.
Oh yeah, Nice Wig.
Dude, Nice Wig is hands down. If I'm gonna watch a live party with anything, or Del Touche, if I'm gonna watch a live party, I'm watching one of those two guys. They're freaking funny as hell, and they're good. Like Nice Wig is actually like I don't know if he's employed by EA, but he has all the rights, so he gets into the thing. So he has the code to get into the games, to watch the games, to be able to move around and check where all the teams are and with that. He obviously has to have a stream delay, because if he doesn't have a stream delay, let's be honest, right? But he has all that ability to watch all that stuff and do all that, and like, oh man, the guy is so freaking funny. So good.
So funny.
So good. If you're gonna watch him, if you're gonna watch a caster, he's the one to watch, in my opinion. There's no one better than him. But
Nice Wig is probably the funniest one that I've watched. I've seen a few clips of Del Touche, but I think Nice Wig's the one that I've seen the most.
Oh yeah. So this day in Apex, first of all, I'm gonna say something that probably a lot of people aren't gonna like. I don't like the fused heirloom.
I don't like that. You don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't know
why. Why?
I don't know. I can't give you a reason.
What it is, right?
What?
Like, you know what? Like, you know what?
I know. I know why he has it.
Is.
I know all that stuff. I know why. I have all that information. I think I don't like it because.
No, not the Bloodhound stuff. Like, the inspiration that like the design people got for the thing.
What do you mean the inspiration of the design people?
So it's I can't remember what the heirloom's called, but it's based on
Razor's Edge.
Razor's Edge. It's based on the guitar from AC/DC. And AC/DC is like one of the most Australian bands like to ever Australia.
Yeah.
He's Australian as fuck.
Oh,
like,
obviously.
One of the emotes from the thing is he pulls a shoey, which is you pour beer in your shoey
and you drink it.
Drink it.
No, I know.
Like he's as Australian as you can get. So they gave him like the most Australian thing that you could give him. What do you mean?
I understand it. Okay, if there's one thing I don't like about it, it's too big. It's too big.
Look at what's his name's Caustic's hammer is huge. Like dude, Matt.
What did he say?
What? Mads, come on.
I'm sorry. People I was a Fuse main. I still play him from time to time, but if I'm being honest, what would
you have preferred him to get?
I don't know. I would have preferred the bat.
The bat.
I would have preferred the bat. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't give you a good, definite answer. I'm just putting my opinion out here. But I would prefer the bat, or maybe even like, I would have preferred a fucking boomerang.
Dude, if they didn't give him this guitar, I was gonna be really upset if they didn't give him the flail. Did you
that or that? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that concept. I made a concept for flail. I know that too. Like there's a couple of things that I would have enjoyed him getting, but for some reason, I'm not a fan of it.
I love it.
Like, what does he do when he's running and you got your heirloom out?
He uses it as an axe, dude. He has it as an axe.
Like he's running around with it as an axe?
It looks like an axe when he's running around with it.
All right. I'm gonna have to think on it. I'm not buying anything yet.
Pull it up and look at it.
I know. I have.
He's running around like it looks like Caustic's hammer, but an axe.
I know.
It's
I know. I know.
cool.
I
And
know.
it shoots fire out the top. Mad. Mad. I'm telling you.
Maybe one of the
so
other reasons
cool.
why I'm not a huge fan of it, and I'm just saying this and making excuses right now, is because maybe I don't want to get it for him because I haven't been playing Fuse very often.
That is an acceptable reason.
Maybe that's why I don't want to use my heirloom shards on it, is because I haven't been playing Fuse and I don't know if I'm gonna play Fuse a lot. That's why I'm looking at other legends right now. I don't know. I've been playing Catalyst a lot. I've been really liking Catalyst, but I don't know when she's gonna get an heirloom. Let's be honest. We don't know when that's gonna happen. Probably happen in the next 2 seasons. No, I get though with the amount of comp play that she's getting, I see her getting it in the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
If she keeps getting as much comp play as she's getting, she's gonna get it. Like, she will get it.
Because they'll have to nerf her, and before they nerf her, they have to give her her heirloom.
Yeah. So I don't know if she's gonna get nerfed. I think her wall is I think she's a pretty balanced legend at the end of the day. Yes, her doors can get sealed up and you can throw your spikes through it. And she does have a little bit of if you reinforce a door that's been broken and you haven't laid your spikes down yet, your spikes won't go through that part of the door. Like, you have to lay your spikes down first and then reinforce the door in order for your spikes to go through. I don't think she's that overpowered. I just think she's very good.
The only thing that they could do to make her more balanced is give her 4 charges of her little throw sludge thing.
Yeah.
Right? And make it so that your reinforcement of doors takes those sludge things the same way. That would make her more balanced.
Oh, so you get so you could get, because right now you get three spikes, right? And you get 2 doors.
Yeah.
You get 2 doors and 3 spikes. What you're trying to say is do 4 total, and you can use them either way.
And you could use them either way.
Okay, so you could lock down all 4 doors, or you could throw 4 spikes down. I see what you're saying there. You know what?
I think that would be more balanced. That would make her a more balanced and actually like a better legend.
That does. But see, that's the thing. They kind of already do that because of the time it takes. Unless you're set up in an area, you only get 2 charges of your sludges at once. You don't get 3. You only get 2. So when you get into an area, if you seal both doors and then you can seal the doors and then throw 2 sludges down, 2 spikes down. So that's your 4 right there. And then I have to wait for my thing to replenish for me to throw down a 3rd sludge, like a 3rd spike. So essentially, you kind of already get the 4 to begin with, and the 5th one is only if you've waited in that area long enough and you haven't been pushed by the time you actually get it down. Enough. So that's like really when it comes down to it. At the end of the day, you do still only get 4 realistically, but making it so it take. Well, now that you say that, I think that might overpower her a little bit.
Is making it
so she gets 4. Yeah. So like right now, she has to wait for the 3rd one to charge up. But if you give her the ability to use...
You can't reinforce a door. Like, if you threw down 2 sludges, you wouldn't be able to reinforce your doors.
Well, no, because you said you get 4.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Right? You said you get 4, right? So...
Yeah. So then just to balance it, or make it so that the sludges are the same things that work on the doors.
Okay. And you get like a charge.
Honestly, the only thing that makes her, like, overpowered. Because... in my opinion, taking 4 kicks to break a door that she can instantly reinforce that you have to kick again twice.
That's fair. That's fair. That is insane.
As having a sludge track underneath you that's ticking you for damage every like couple of seconds. Like, I think as a former Caustic main, somebody who locks down places like regularly as a lockdown legend, I think she's a little overpowered.
No, I get what you're saying. Now I understand what you're saying. Now here, how about this? Instead of you getting a meter, 4 different devices, you have a meter. Instead, like you have a percentage. Meter? Yeah, sludge meter that depletes when you use it. The problem is, unless the door gets broken or your spikes get shot out, it doesn't replenish.
It doesn't replenish. You have a set amount.
So it's like cool. You would need to like either pick up your stuff, or and
kind of like
now,
a crypto drone.
Yes.
Where you press a button to recall your fluid.
Yes. Or worst case scenario, the storm will actually destroy the sludge as well and give it back to you. So when you've rotated out of a building and the storm's moved in and taken over that building, it'll actually destroy your sludge. Like your sludge will take damage and then come back to you. So in case you didn't pick it back up, it does come back to you.
Even better is if you sludge a door, it stays permanently unless somebody like breaks it or you recall it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the sludges have a duration, like a 40-second duration or a 60-second duration.
Like the spikes have like a certain amount of time on the floor. They can they'll die out. Like they'll slowly die out. Or like worst case scenario, they slowly die out and they start doing less damage.
Shot out. They can still get shot out.
Yeah.
But
they do less damage.
Die out over time.
And they do less damage over time as well. Like if they start off at 15, by the time they're about to die out, they're like at 7 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That would balance her out a little bit.
We all balance her out.
We all know that she's going to get an heirloom in the next 2 seasons. I guarantee it, because she's got so much competitive play right now. And we all know that she is going to see a nerf, but no one's complaining about her right now because I don't think she's getting played as much as people think she is. She's getting played heavily in competitive, but not as heavily in pubs and ranked as we see it. Even though I have seen a lot of Catalyst being played, but I haven't seen enough to make it a problem. Not like Seer was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, Seer, being the douchebag that he is, I don't like Seer. I hate Seer. I don't know. Seer, I think he gets more hate on now because like he essentially took Revenant's silence.
Yeah, I hate him because he took Revenant's silence.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know very many people who play Seer anymore.
That's why I don't like him.
Deadass, that's why he doesn't like him because he just did it.
He took my silence.
He just did it. I hate that guy. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
That's funny. No, I get what you're saying there. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Seer, but have you heard about the new legend?
Facilier looking fucker. Nope.
Yeah.
Don't like him.
Have you heard about the new legend coming in? Conduit or whatever they're calling her?
Yeah, she's like supposed to be shield based.
She's a healer.
Yeah, but
shield based. Yes, yeah. So they're talking about her tactical is the ability to be able to give one of your squad mates your shield. So you can throw like a shield. Yeah, you can toss not your shield, but like a part of your shield. Like you
could swap your teammates' shields.
That might be part of it. Who knows? That might be something to do.
Cool.
But
shoot your teammate.
Yeah. Well, what they're thinking of doing is I believe it is like if you're behind cover and you say you got a full shield and your teammate's being hit, you can like give them some of your shield so their shield regenerates while they're like in the fight kind of thing. So it's like it's like being around a fucking Watson pylon or something like that, and it just does that, right? Which is kind of cool. That would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. And then her ultimate is like a fucking arc star on steroids. And when I say arc star on steroids, what I'm talking about is like when you throw it and it's doing damage, apparently that damage translates into you regaining your shield.
Like it charges your shield as damage.
I can't remember what they said the passive was though. Yeah, I can't remember. But that's the thoughts behind it. That's what the stuff I've heard so far about the new legend coming out. Her name's Conduit. And one of the other things that was said was the reason why she's based around that and she's considered a support character is because she's actually the love child of Octane and Lifeline.
Yeah.
And she
was weird, but
I thought it was weird too, right? Because I thought they were just really good friends. And then she's back from the future. Like she travels back in time to the future, and her whole goal is to get her parents out of the game so she can live a normal life. That's what the concept behind it all is, because there has been lore that has been brought up that there's a very real possibility that one of the legends might be killed out in some of the next coming seasons. But that also brings up the whole thing. They can't really kill them out because people paid for cosmetics and all stuff. You cannot just take a legend out of the game, because then you'd have to do something. But at the same time, that also brings up this.
Did with Revenant.
No, I know that. I know. But at the same time, though,
did with Revenant.
No, but he's still in the game though. So you still have his skins. You still have all that stuff. So you still have the access to.
As somebody like this is the crazy part. Unless I guess they haven't released any new skins, so never mind.
No,
you just have to get the packs for the old skins.
Yeah,
but never mind.
All right. Well, the one thing I am excited to see, and I think it will be the best fucking what are those skins called for the legends? The fucking prestige skins. If Revenant's prestige skin is real, if that one I saw is real, I would get that. Even though I don't play Revenant, I would get it. No, I'm not saving no. Like, I get what you're trying to say, but no, I'm not saving my shards for fucking Revenants. For Revenants, fucking. You know what? If that's real, it's gonna be the best fucking prestige skin out so far. 100%. 100%. But now a lot of people don't know this, and this is why I actually kind of believe in the possibility of them killing out a legend. Technically, and a lot of people don't read the fine print in when they're buying stuff. You don't actually own those cosmetics. You don't own anything in this damn game. That's the thing. You don't own any of it. If they decided to shut down tomorrow, does not matter. That's what look what they're doing with Warzone 1. They've already said it. September or October, whatever it is, there's a last day. They're shutting down Warzone 1. And I've bought a lot of stuff in that game. None of that stuff transferred over to Warzone 2. None of it. None of the skins, nothing transferred over. I lost everything. And everyone who put money into Warzone 1 is going to lose everything. They have a right to they have the right to take a legend out of the game, and no one can bitch about it. That's the problem. You can't, because you don't own anything that's actually part of them. You think you do because you spent some money on it, but no, you don't. You don't own any of that. That's why this whole issue with Xbox 360, if no one's heard about this, Xbox 360, their online services is going down, I think, either end of this year or the beginning of next year, like in the next 6 months, is going down. If you don't already have the games that you own on Xbox, like the Xbox 360 games that you own, if you don't have them already downloaded to your system, even though you bought them, if you bought them digitally and you don't have them downloaded on your system, when they go decide to shut that down, you will never be able to get those games again. Just because you bought them does not mean you own them digitally, and that's the problem with digital right now, and people don't realize that. If you do not buy physical copies of these games, you do not own the ability to play them. They can shut them down whenever the hell they want, and you don't have a right to say boo about any of it. So yeah, they could kill out a fucking legend in this game, and no one can say anything about it. And everyone's saying, oh, we've bought skins, we own cosmetics. They can't do that. They can. If they want to, they will. And I honestly believe EA and Respawn are the type of company that would do something like that. Just to stay relevant, just to stay at the top of everything, because they would, yet again, they would have content creators making shitloads of videos. They would have people up in an uproar. They would be at the top again. They'd have people playing because they don't, oh, guess what? Lifeline's not going to be in the game in season 20. You better get in season 19 and play her a little bit more, because you're never going to be able to play her again. You know what I mean? That would create this surge that people would just take advantage of.
Arc shuts down in like a week.
What?
The Arc official servers.
Arc Survival's shutting down?
Arc Survival Evolved. The official servers shut down permanently on like October 2nd or something like that.
So that's why I haven't been seeing much Arc anymore, because it's basically shutting down, so no one's putting any more time in the game.
Yeah, on all the official servers, yeah.
Well, let's be honest though.
You can go play like custom server, like if you want, that's fine. Or solo, or that's whatever, that's fine. Or if you play it on, like,
but there were
no, actually, like Steam, you can play it on like private servers and stuff.
Yeah.
But on official servers, all of it's shut down, gone, deleted.
They're planning on. Exists. But the thing is, they're planning on bringing. They're planning on bringing Arc 2. Like, they're working on Arc 2 right now, right?
So the Arc 2 is, they have no idea when they're actually going to release.
Yeah, that's the last time I got a release date was like like September 2024 or some shit like that. Is their thought or something like that, whatever it is.
Well, right? So then the Arc, they're doing Arc Ascended, which is Arc Evolved, the same old content, but they're only releasing it segment by segment and calling it early access to a game that already exists. Like, they're re-releasing the same game.
Okay.
But
well, coming down to that whole to the whole, you don't own anything digitally, period. And everyone who's making the argument for Apex being like being like you can't take my legend away because, well, I bought things for them. Look what they did to Apex Mobile.
Poof.
Right there. People bought shit in that game and they lost everything. They just shut it down.
Just gone.
So, as much as I understand people's concept and what they're trying to say, they're 100% almost completely wrong in the fact that this company can pretty much do whatever the hell they want. Because when you go and buy those cosmetics, you do not own them. You're basically leasing them. That's it.
You get access while the game's on.
Exactly. If they decide to take a part of the game out, they are allowed to do that. Right? So, now will they do it? Who knows? And if they do it, will it be like only for specific things and the legend will still be allowed to be playable in certain areas? Maybe they won't be able to. Maybe you can't play them in ranked. Maybe that legend will be taken out of ranked, but they can still be played in pubs. Or maybe they can only be played in ranked and not in pubs anymore.
That'd be kind of cool,
right? Because ranked is a different thing, right? Pubs is like where you go and.
I've heard.
All right.
Well, I guess I have heard. I think they are going to release a solo mode because of the changes that they did with Revenant. I think that they are going to shift the game more towards a solo-oriented like experience.
That makes sense.
And they'll release solo queues.
That makes sense. Yeah. You know what? One of the things I've been doing lately, it takes forever to do it, but I actually been enjoying and trying to get better at the game at is solo no-fill dropping duos. Putting myself in permanent situations where I am always down to get better at the game. And I have noticed that my movement and my gunplay and my game sense has gotten stronger from doing it. Right? Because you no longer just bullhead rush in, because I'm not cracked at the game. So I have to play it smart. I don't have a choice. I have to play this smart, because if I don't, I will die. I will die, so I have to play it smart and make sure that when I'm going in there, I'm actually taking it properly. I'm going, okay, these guys are in a building. How do I approach this to make sure that I can split them up and potentially get 2 1v1s? How am I taking this fight appropriately, not just rushing through the front door and be like, I'm here, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like so many people do.
Solo by yourself, I highly recommend just playing duos.
Oh, 100%.
You'll win your fights. You'll feel you'll feel more confident.
Half the time in duos anyways, if you're not squatted, if you're solo duoing, you will get a teammate that half the time, once they get knocked, will leave the game anyways. Plus, you'll get loaded up into games faster. If you're trying to solo queue in duos where you have no fill on, I've spent like 9 minutes waiting to get into a match in doing that. But then I instantly turn Phil back on and ready up, and I'm in a match. Immediately. So like they don't really truly want you playing that unless they have the game mode available, I guess. I don't know. But let's be honest, if they release a solo, that would be fucking fun. I would have fun with it. Because then I
think they will, like within, if not in season 19, in season 20, we'll see solo queue.
The one thing I would love to, you're calling it out now? Yeah, okay, we'll mark that down. Yeah. The one thing I would love to see, and I think would be a lot of fun, is if we all are readying up at the same damn time and trying to get into the same match together. Solo queue it up. That would be fun. Like we're all on game chat and we're all like, okay, ready up. And then while we're in this massive lobby, we're also in game chat shit talking each other while playing the game. That would be so much. Yo, did you hear about that? Oh, okay. I haven't tried it, and I would like to try it because I think it'd be interesting. Apparently, there's this dark web website for a Call of Duty on, I think, Xbox. I think it's also for PlayStation, where like you can look up your old gamer tag. And this guy, I guess, did it. I saw him do it. So, but then again, on videos, things can be faked. You never fucking know. You don't believe it 100%. But if it's true,
you can listen to your old like video.
The fuck?
Old chats, right?
Like I was never I've never been a toxic person while playing games unless someone's pushed my buttons and I've responded. That's how I've always been. I've never been a toxic person while playing video games. I'll never like go yell at you, get shit on, 1v1 me. I've never been that person. Okay, I'm not going to be. First of all, I've never truly been good enough to be that person. Right. Yeah. Secondly, it's not my personality. I'm not. If I beat you in a game, it's sweet, awesome. I beat you.
Is it but then Call of Duty?
It's just Call of Duty so far that I know of.
Oh, dumb. The only one that I would want to know of is like early days of Fortnite.
Oh,
Fortnite first came out.
Well, the thing is, it's got to be one that has proximity chat. So when you would go back to the lobby, you can literally shout at one another through proximity chat and just fucking go in on each other, right? Oh yeah, like there'll be times where like I would get pretty aggressive, but then again, like if I'm calling back my old days, remember Call of Duty, like when Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, right? I'm talking, we were like 20 and playing online. This is when the first real true like online team deathmatch stuff started coming around. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Gears of War and all that kind of stuff was there, but like this was like Call of Duty back then, like team deathmatch, right? And you had to buy your clan name because you could register it, and you had to pay for a clan name. We had a clan called Epic, and it was spelled EPIK. It stood for every person I kill, and we were ranked in the top 100 in clans. And when we would go into lobbies, right? We would go into lobbies. We would have teams, people just leave because this is back when you can have different colors on all your stuff. You got different colors on your names and everything like that, and all that, and you could literally just like go in, right? And we would have people just leave the lobby. Like we would ready up, and there'd be like 4 of us in there with all the same clan name, and you'd see Epic. Mine was Epic Nomads. Like I was Air Nomads, and I changed to Nomads. And my buddy, I think Jake. What was Jake's name? I cannot remember. Fucking Puff Daddy. Like one of my buddies was named Puff Daddy, so he had his name's Puff Daddy. Like that was his nickname for school. Like he was like he was my big buddy. So anyways, we had all names and everything that we'd load up, and people would leave lobbies. They would see our name and leave lobbies. But it wasn't because we were all cracked at the game. It's that we were best friends and we played together regularly, so we knew how each other played. We all had our own role. I was the mid, my buddy Puff Daddy was the sniper, Jake was the run and gun in your face. You did not want to get in the way because he was going to either stab you in the face or kill you with a pistol.
Yeah,
you were going down.
He was that close quarters guy.
Yeah, he was the close quarters, and I had his back. So, like, he was up there close quarters, and I was, like, right there. And then behind me, the person who had my back was Puff Daddy. And then we had a couple of other people that were in our clan as well. But we were the 3 core guys. And, man, it was so much fun. But those were the days back then. We were never cracked at the game, but we were good enough, and we played like a team strong enough that people did not want to be in our lobbies. Like, we wrecked. I think the highest kill game I ever had was on Nuketown when I went 48-3.
That's epic.
Like,
dude, Nuketown was
fucking crazy. This is back when Nuketown first came out, not the new Nuketown, but the first one, right? Yeah. And like 48-3 in team deathmatch, where the amount of kills you get is 75.
Yeah.
I had like almost 66% of our kills. Oh, I did have like 66% of our kills on my team. Like, that's huge. That's ridiculous. Right? Like, that's insane. But this is back and that's when you had those rare games where, like, you just fucking went off. Like today when I was having that one game, and then you guys are both in my ear and you're all like, come on, get him, Mads. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking clutch this up.
Don't choke.
I know, don't choke. Don't choke. No, well, so what happened was I dropped in and I got the Pathfinder, right? Because I saw the Pathfinder, I got the Pathfinder. No, the Valkyrie. I was fighting a Valkyrie, a Bloodhound, and I didn't realize that they had re-resed their fucking Loba. And the Loba came in. So what happened was like respawned her in. So I heard a respawn come in like 3 minutes prior to that. But then I only saw the 2, and then we saw the other team, which is also a 2. I didn't see the last person on the other squad, the Loba. We didn't know where she was. I didn't know if she existed. I thought she got killed out, right? I wasn't looking at the kill feed. So when we fought and killed the second last team, I'm like, okay, we got this. Let's re-up real quick. Like let's fix up. But that's when like we were getting pushed by the other team. So I caught the Valkyrie off guard. I knocked the Valkyrie. I did a bunch of damage to the Bloodhound, but my teammate ended up going down to the Bloodhound before I was able to get there. And that's when I noticed out of the corner of my eye, another character running down the hill. I'm like, son of a bitch, this is a 2v1 right now. Okay, no worries. Yeah. I can do this. I can do this. So I turn and I start firing.
While me and Tess don't choke.
Don't choke. So I look up at the Loba and I start shooting at her. She's got white shields. I'm like, what the fuck? So the white shields threw me off. The second I saw white shields, I'm like, it's this late in the game. How the fuck does she have white shields? What just happened? Right? Yeah. So I'm like, what's going on? So I'm shooting at her, and as I'm shooting at her, I can hear in my right ear, don't choke. And then the footsteps of the fucking Bloodhound behind me come around the side there. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get pinned from both sides. I need to back up a little bit. So I think I dropped my smoke and tried to back up, but unfortunately it was just a little too late that I almost knocked the Loba. Then when I turned to fight the Bloodhound, I had like 60 rounds left in my clip, and that's it. 60 heavy rounds for 2 heavy guns, and that's it. That's all I had. So I was like, shit, this is gonna go down. But the good thing is, and you all will be proud of me, I got my 2K, which is fucking awesome. It's my 3rd ever 2K. I've been very close multiple times, all stopping at like 1950 or 1897 or 1970 or something stupid like that. Been very close quite a few times, but I now have my 3rd 2K, technically. Only been given awarded for 2 of them because apparently the Catalyst one didn't count. Fuckers. Yeah, no, I'm kind of pissed.
I didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
Oh, okay. Then pay attention to the YouTube channel. Pay attention to the YouTube channel. There'll be a YouTube video being posted about it. It's coming up, or it might have already been posted. But there will be one. I have uploaded one. But yeah, so fuck, man. Anyways, that's Apex in a nutshell for you guys, man. Like that was our fun today, and that's just what we feel is going on. That's just coming from a couple of like average players that just enjoy playing the game right now and are really excited about some of the things that have happened this season and have been going on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about Bangalore playing Bangalore. She's been a lot of fun this little while. I know you're excited about friggin'
heirloom is really fucking cool.
Oh wait, you know what? Maybe I'll come around. I don't know yet. I'm not buying an heirloom yet. I'm not buying any heirloom yet, and plus I can't buy it for 2 weeks anyways, unless I pay the full amount. Like,
just wait.
Right, so I'm waiting anyways, regardless. So I'll wait till it finishes up and it comes out, and then I'll go have a look at it and I'll see if it's something I truly want to get. I don't know, maybe I
There's going to
will.
be something cool in the Halloween event anyway. So
Yeah, but one thing that I am not gonna lie, one thing that is it's on my mind right now is I haven't been playing Fuse, so I don't know if I want to buy the air. I think this is the reason why I haven't been playing them, so I don't know if I want to buy the heirloom for them if I'm not going to use them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right? He is my most killed legend. But yeah, I haven't been playing them, so I don't know if I want to buy the heirloom for him right now. I think that's what's stopping me. I'm making other excuses, but I think that's what's actually stopping me. That right there, that specifically, right? Anyways, yeah. So that's just some of the stuff about Apex. But the one thing I want to ask you is, I haven't had a chance to play as much Starfield as I've wanted to. But how have you been liking Starfield? I know you've been playing a lot of it.
I've been playing. I have like almost 2 days in the game now. Like 2 full days in the game now.
Jesus.
I've become the Mantis.
I saw that.
I'm like Space Batman. I had this run-in with a robot dog that like actually scared me. I hate robot dogs. What else? I've got overpowered guns.
Nice.
Dude, you're missing out,
man. I know. I gotta play more. I know. My one thing I'm doing right now is
into like the actual main storyline.
And is it good?
And holy cow, it's so good.
Is it?
And
okay.
Apparently, it just gets crazy.
Well, I can play it on my tablet with a Bluetooth controller. If I'm not I don't have as much time down at my gaming sessions as I'd like, my gaming setup that I like. So it's harder for me to play these games. But the fact that I can play it on my tablet is kind of huge, in my opinion. It's kind of huge.
Big.
So I think I might start trying to play a little bit more of it while I'm upstairs on the tablet with the controller. The only thing I don't like about it on the tablet is the fucking combat. Combat on it is quite hard. Everything else is smooth, but combat's hard.
Turn off your shadows.
I have not. Why?
Go in and turn off your shadows. It'll make your frame rates a lot better.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's like literally nothing about the game, but it just makes your frame rates better.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll turn off the shadows. And then the one thing I've been really enjoying is collecting mugs, and I've collected a bunch of Canadian Canuck food as well.
Hell yeah, I've come across a couple of Canuck foods.
Yeah.
I took over a ship. There was a ship that was like just landed on this planet that I was wandering around, and there was this cult that they were doing something outside the ship, and they tried to kill me. So I killed them, and I boarded their ship, killed everybody on the whole, like the entire crew on the ship, and then the ship was just mine.
Send me the planet that you did that on.
It's super well. So this is the thing about Starfield. This is the thing. Not all the planets are going to be the same.
I know.
I could send you.
And it could not happen.
That I went to, and you go there, and that ship's not there.
No, I know.
I was asking my buddy Kyle. He was playing because he's like level 80. He's put like way more time into this than I have even.
Yeah.
And I was asking him if he met one of these companions that I have, and he's like, "No, dude, I've never even heard of that." Like, and I told him where it was, and he's like, "Dude, I've flown through there and I've never seen that."
That's crazy.
And there's this lady that I found, like her ship broke down just orbiting this planet, and I flew up, boarded her ship, and she's like, "Hey, I'm broken down. I don't really have any way to like get any help." And you can like give her a power cell to like repair her ship. And she's grateful and everything. And so she's like, "Let me join your crew." And she runs the fucking missiles on my ship now.
Dude.
While I'm flying and doing space battles, she shoots missiles for me.
That's sick. It's
super cool.
That's sick.
So like just little random things like that. Random encounters.
That, you know what? And that's what makes Starfield such a...
I met Space Grandma. You need to let me know if you ever run into Space Grandma.
I'll have to.
I'm sure you've seen those videos of the the sea shanty guy, the guy
Yeah.
who's like singing. I've never seen a video of this grandma. I need to make a couple of clips of going
Have
to
you
this.
made a video?
I've got a couple of
No, but have you made a video and posted it?
Oh, not yet.
No,
Not
okay,
yet.
then I have. I've seen a video of the grandma.
Oh, you have?
I
Okay,
have,
good.
but only one. I've only come across one of like
Okay.
of Space Grandma. Yeah, I've only come across one.
She's fucking great.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, I know. See, that's one thing that I was having a conversation with someone about. To be honest, I can't remember if it was you. It was someone. I think we might have been having that. This game, you're either like it's really really good, or it's really really bad, and it's all going to be in the person who's looking at it. That their thought is what's going to determine whether or not the game's good or bad at the end of the day, because it all depends on what you're looking at. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It has no emotion in most of the characters. It's very much like Skyrim, and it doesn't really feel like it's been like updated with a lot of the mechanics that they've got going on, because it feels very much just like that. It does. But if you look at it that way, you're gonna see that, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, this game's crap." But if you look at it from what it is now, like the exciting, you get to explore space. You got all this map to go look at. There's so much different stuff you can do. It's gonna be a really good game. So it all depends on how you're looking at it at the end of the day. Starfield, I personally think it's gonna be the new Skyrim. People are gonna be playing this more than they're gonna stop playing Skyrim, or no, they're gonna still play Skyrim, but they're gonna play this. This is gonna take over that spot. This is gonna take over that spot, in my opinion.
Just as much as
yeah.
Skyrim.
So they did a really good job. And if you want to take, and this goes for Apex, this goes for Starfield, this goes for any game out there. If you want to take the time to look at the negative in the game and pick on it and make it feel like it's a bad experience, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. But if you take the time to look at the positives in the game and the experience that you could get out of it, you're also going to find that as well. So it's all in the concept in which you want to see it at the end of the day. The game is going to be as good or as bad as you feel it is. And no one's going to change their mind on that. Unfortunately, just the way it's going to be. I feel Starfield is an absolute beautiful game. It's a lot of fun. I just haven't put as much time in it as I want to. I feel Apex is a beautiful game, and it's a lot of fun. I've been putting way too much time, more time than what I want to. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your concept on how you feel about it, and no one's going to change your mind. So you just got to live with that and understand that if you look at it negatively, you're going to find the negative. You're going to find the disappointments.
But there is a game that, if anybody says that about, they're just dead ass wrong, because it's just the best game of all time. And that's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. You are right. Dungeons and Dragons is legitimate. It's legit. I can't wait. No, listen. You may have brought it up to me about you making this
like
thing. You may have, and I might not be remembering it, but I feel that you didn't.
That's okay.
I feel that you didn't, and I feel like it didn't come up. But it is what it is. We've talked about it now, and we both know, we're both on the same page that we want to do some Dungeons and Dragons. And I've told you about my thing that I want to do with the kids about the Pokemon, and I'm trying to curate this little like tabletop Pokemon thing for Pokemon Yellow with them to see how they're going to enjoy a Dungeons Dragons style game. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it. And let's be honest, I'm going to put all this time and effort in there. And hell, they might not like it. I might end up doing this entire thing, and they might be like, "You know what? Not good."
My only advice is work on your and this isn't even like a critique of you in particular. This is just in general advice to give anybody who's getting into any kind of tabletop role-playing kind of game, and you doing it as the dungeon master or the game master. The thing that will make you best or most effective as a game master or a dungeon master, everything else will come in time as you play and go through it all, but is working on your descriptive factors of what's going on for your players. If you can paint a picture with your words that your characters can visualize and see, then you will always have fun and be successful.
I agree. And your ability to adapt to the situations.
100%.
Those two things, like you just said, your ability to paint a picture for your players, and also the ability to adapt to any situation. Because I was playing this one game where literally the dungeon master he wasn't mad, right, and he understood, but we killed the main boss at the beginning.
Yeah.
The main boss, the main guy, we ended up finding him, coming across him in the first town. He was holding this little circus thing, and we ended up killing him. And he died.
So funny.
And then he was like, what do we do now? Oh, here's what we're going to do. And he created this guy out of nowhere took characters from other D&D games that he had hosted and put them into this one and created this next big thing happening that just came out of nowhere. Because and the ability to adapt, because you don't know what your players are going to do. And in D&D, your players could, if you put them in a situation where they could kill the big boss,
anything.
It could happen, and then you got to adjust. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, that's
anything,
right?
Like I had a player. So this I bring this up is like, because when I have new players come in and they're like, so what can you do? What are you able to do? And I tell them, like, you can do anything. They're like, really, anything? And I'm like, no, like, actually. And I tell this story. So I had a player who throughout the campaign and the adventure, they got a magic broom so they could fly around on this broom.
Yeah.
And she thought it was great. It was like her favorite item. She used to fly around on this broom and it was awesome. And then she started flying around in combat, and I was like, okay, I've got to like deal with this person flying around in combat. So as a DM, I'm like, that's pretty easy and manageable to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day she's flying around and she's going through and reading through her spells, and she comes across the spell Summon Mount, which summons a horse with a full like set of like tackle and gear on it.
Yeah.
And she's like, what happens if I summon this horse in the air? And I'm like, well, shit. Now I've got to like figure out how much damage this would do if this horse falls. And we start calculating damage and XYZ. And it comes down to Victoria, the witch, flying around on her broom, dropping horses on bad guys. And like insta killing huge bad guys because she can drop horses on them. So like you got to be able to adapt.
You got to be able to adapt. Holy crap.
You got to be able to adapt.
Take my mare.
Yeah.
Like Jesus. Yeah.
Like
that's crazy.
1000%. She'd fly into the air. Like, I calculate I want to do 100 damage at least this round. So I'm going to fly 100 feet up. That's 10d6 as they fall. That's at least 60. That's perfect.
My God, man. What was happening to the horses? Did they all die?
Yeah, instant dead.
Instant dead.
Horses.
Just dead horses.
Magically
fucking
dead
dying
horses.
Everywhere. Jesus. Not cats and dogs. No.
Horses.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, like you said, you got to be able to adapt and paint a picture. Those are two big things, and that's what I'm going to try to do with my kids. Remember, they're 6 and 4, so
kids, they may come across like you're like, oh look, there's a Cubone, and it comes out and it's Cubone, and their reaction, instead of being like, let's catch it, is I want to kill it and like, do stuff to it.
Well, no, I'm not. That's not when I say make it simple. It's literally gonna be, if you catch it, you can catch it, or you can knock it out, and then it just fades away.
Okay.
Like they're not gonna be able to go in that depth.
I played a little Dungeons and Dragons adventure with my daughter, a little while back, and she came across a mimic, a chest. You know what a mimic is? It was a chest that turns in. It's a monster that makes itself look like a chest, and she didn't want to fight it. She made friends with the mimic, and she that's what she did. She made friends with a mimic, and now she has a friend that's a mimic.
That's fair.
And being able to do those types of things as well, being like, oh, I don't want to battle it. I want to try to like give it treats and just like be friends with it, may very well happen, and you'll have to like be able to adjust to that.
That is fair. That is very fair. I understand that. Okay, man. Well, okay, I'll be up in a second. All right, man. Well, it was a pleasure having you on. I really did enjoy this. We got to talk a lot about Apex. We got to talk a lot about Starfield, some D&D, all things that I'm very interested in. I am very interested to see what we're going to be doing with your D&D plans. That sounds like it's going to be a blast. And I am 100%. I'm going to start working on my character here and everything like that. I'm going to try to get everything done. Of course, I'm probably going to be a druid. Let's be honest. I love being a druid, so that's just what it's going to be. And like that. Yeah, man, I'm super excited about it, and I'm super happy to have you. And it was fun. It was fun talking with you today, man.
Appreciate being on. Yeah, it's a good time.
So everyone, this is Goatman. If you want to go ahead and give him a follow on all his socials, he's pretty much Goatman C137.
That's the one.
On basically all of his socials, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, everything across the board right there. So if you guys want to go check him out, he's actually a pretty funny dude. He's actually really good at Apex. We have a blast every time we play, and he's alright. He's better than me, so that means he's pretty good. I'm all right. All right, man. It was a blast having you here, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, man. You stay awesome.
You too, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll chat later.
Chat later.
Peace.
Peace.